Hello, everyone. Tom Efsakov here. Welcome back to the show. With me here is Dr. and actually, I learned today that Professor Samir Joshi here with us on the call to talk about his new product upcoming FireList. Now, before I let Samir talk, I want to kind of introduce and explain why list building is so important. Okay, so I've been doing that's been one of my main focuses, one of my three main focuses for the past 10 years. And building a list for me is a core. It's a staple. It's something that I always focus on simply because you get people on your list. Let's say you have 1,000 people, you can email them again and again and again, send traffic to wherever you want, communicate with them. It's an asset. And if you're taking care of that asset correctly, it can appreciate and not depreciate. So the problem is, for me, for example, and I've started doing recently, I started reviving my list myself, but usually a list is something that depreciates, response goes down, and you cannot, get on their email, you cannot inbox, and you have all these different problems that come into play. So we have two main problems. First off, you need to build the list, right? And then you need to take care of that list. Now, FireList is here to automate this entire process. And I'm really curious to know exactly how it works. So Samir, welcome to the show.
Fantastic, Tom. What an amazing introduction. I mean, you set the stage beautifully for it. It's always a pleasure to be in your show. Yeah, it's fantastic. And we're super excited about FireList coming out. And, this is a brand new product. It's an email warm-up product. And, it solves one specific problem. And, we know all as online entrepreneurs, anyone who's an online entrepreneur, local business, coach, consultant, anybody sending out an email to reach out to their customer has this problem. And that is the problem of not having the list, but having a cold, unresponsive, stone cold, dead list. That's the problem, right? And the list and subscriber base, it gets colder over time. It gets more and more unresponsive over time. It's just a natural progression, yeah. And there are a lot of things at play as to why that happens. Yeah, you could be doing everything right. You could be, reaching out to your customers, but over time you'll still be landing in their spam boxes and not in their inbox, and that is a challenge. You know this better than anybody. One of our co-entrepreneurs that said, you take away everything from my business, but just leave me with the list, and I'll rebuild my business. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the list is so important, yeah, if it's like the corners, it's like the backbone of the business. Yeah. Yeah, and now it's not responsive. Yeah, part of it is not responsive. Only bit of it is responsive. You have 40,000 people on your list, for example, and only 200 people are opening their email. That's not cool at all, right?
Yeah.
So FireList, we had this problem as well. So we said, what should we do? We came up with an autoresponder recently, an AI-powered autoresponder, and based on that, we figured out that the bigger problem that is there is not just having a list and building a list, but also invigorating, warming up an existing list. And that is the problem that FireList solves. That it warms up a couple of things: that your email account, your email address. Yeah, I'm making this distinction for a reason: account and address. But we talk about that maybe later. Your domain, yeah, and your IP, yeah. So all these things need to be warmed up. So the way to do that is, and you just stop me in my tracks if this is getting too technical or whatever, but I know you're
keep talking. It's perfect. Just explain. We're learning.
Yeah, your audience, and I know that your audience is is up there. So I'm just gonna share a few insights, and I know that they're going to be just fine with it. The whole idea is how this works is like this. FireList is not an autoresponder. Okay, that's the first thing to get out of the way. It's not a conventional autoresponder. We already have Mails app, and it's it's a fantastic product. and it even writes emails now. We've AI powered it, and it even writes emails for.
But this works with any autoresponder.
This works with any
Perfect.
autoresponder in the world. Yeah. So it works with absolutely any autoresponder. So that's the first thing. And the first thing it does is you need to connect it with some kind of a emailing system. Yeah. So either it'll be your sending server of any sort, whatever you have, that you have to enter in your credentials there, or you connect it with your autoresponder however you want. So that's the that's the first thing, that you make sure that you're able to send out email using FireList, because it does send out emails to your list with a particular purpose. And the whole idea is that it it generates AI generated emails. Yeah. And that email is sent out to what we call a seed list. Yeah, it's a seed list of it's a network that we provide. So you send out a list or an email to that, and the network responds to you. Yeah. And then you can either manually respond to it again and keep the conversation going. Yeah. And the more this interaction there is, yeah, the more and more stars your domain IP account and address are getting.
Okay.
Right?
So it's imitating.
That's what's going on.
It's imitating human engagement.
Right. Exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
nice.
so that now, otherwise you'll sit and do this with tens of thousands of people if you have it on your list. If you have a small list, then with all of them, here all the heavy lifting is taken care of for you.
Okay, I see. Okay, now I'm starting to get the idea. Really nice. Okay, that excites me. So basically, I'm just gonna recap. But basically, right, once you build a list, I want to talk about this afterwards, about building a list. But let's say you have a list, right? For you to be successful in email marketing, you need to land in people's inboxes, and you need to have high opens and just high delivery. Okay. And it makes quite a difference. I mean, if you're making $1,000 a month, you can quadruple your opens. You can potentially make $4,000 a month without any changes. But for that to happen, you need to warm up your, like you said, IP, domain, email address, and an email account. And that has to be warmed up, and then you can have all those benefits. Now, manually, you will need a lot of engagement from people, constantly responding and back and forth with other people. This imitates using AI, the same process, allowing you to a lot quicker get that. It's a shortcut, it's a cheat, but it's real, and it's here. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, well, except for the fact that it's a cheat. It's a bot. And that's what bots are, right? They're there to help you. Yeah, they're there to help you. So it's like walking into a massive football stadium. Okay. Yeah. And the only way you'll get recognized, or a massive stadium of people, 100,000 people, right? And your credibility is that you need to shake everybody's hand. And talk to them, say, hello, hi, Tom, how are you? Yeah. And then, hello, you have to talk to everybody. Yeah. And the only way they'll even look at you is if you have the stars, right? Or if you have some kind of credibility, or if you're having some kind of a passport or something on top. If you don't have it, you're not even visible for them. Why? Because you're not landing in their inbox. Yeah. So you'll say, hello, please shake my hand. And they say, we can't even see you. Yeah. So that's kind of the analogy that you have, and you have to do it with 100,000 people, and you have to do it several times, right? And this is what FireList allows. So it is, you can call it a cheat, or you can call it an automated way of doing a lot of manual work. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. And you hit the nail on the head by saying that, that the game starts when you inbox. Okay. The game does not start if you don't inbox. Okay.
I agree.
You land in spam, nobody has seen you. Okay.
Yeah. What's the point of having an email list and emailing them if, nobody's seeing it?
Exactly. So all these open rates of, 1%, 2%, 0.9%. Oh, I increased my open rate from 0.9 to 1%. I said, what? Yeah. I said, that's nothing. Yeah. And now let's talk about 20, 22% and all that kind of stuff. And you know, and we get this on campaigns, yeah, 22,
Mhm.
23%, even higher open rates. So and that's because your list has been warmed up. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a careful, well thought out process that is very, very manually intensive. Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's exactly what FireList
Okay.
helps with taking care of.
Okay. So what it okay. So I know what it does now. Now, does it do anything else in terms of warming up the list, like the actual content of engaging, the actual content that is
Perfect.
sent to your subscribers?
All right, so you know, we integrated artificial intelligence, and you know, artificial intelligence can write quite a few things. So it actually writes your emails for you, okay,
Mhm.
which in a way that you know they're human readable, but also seem to systems as written by as humans as well, from
Mhm.
humans as well. Yeah, so we have AI integration into the tool, so it actually takes care of all that for you. You can also use that to, you know, determine the mode and sentiment, emotion of what you have written. Yeah,
Mhm.
it does all that. So you can give it a little text, and it'll, you know, bring out a text for you that is AI generated, and you know, this conversation can continue based on that. So it does also the email writing part for you when you are interacting with the network thereafter. So you can even, you know, and this is not functionality that is intended, but it's an add-on benefit for whoever uses
Mhm.
FireList. You can use it for, you know, writing your own emails, and you know, use your own autoresponder and send them out using that. So there's an added benefit to that as well.
Awesome. So, so first off, I've never heard of anything like this. Okay, it's my first interview of something like this, and I haven't really seen commercially nothing being offered to me anywhere like this, because this is a solution of a big problem that I have. So
Yes,
basically, I had the problem of opens and sales and commissions for many years for my list. It's very old as well, most of it. So I had a lot of
correct.
problems, and I started improving them by doing my own revival thing, which is focusing on the content, how I deliver, you know, what I write, what I send, stuff like that. But I never had any fix um, for this technical part, for this actual, like you said, with the, you know, stars and everything. I don't have that, so I'm unable to inbox still. So I'm really excited about using FireList myself, because I want to inbox. I have everything, all my ducks in a row except this, and I cannot
It's
seem
good to
to
know.
solve it. And you were coming with a solution that
Exactly.
solves it. Now, on
Right.
top of that, because, and I think this is perfect, because you guys don't focus on the, let's say, more artistic or content part of the re-engagement, I'm offering this as a bonus. And I actually thought about this a few hours ago, so I'm making a training. Yeah, I'm making a training where how I revive my list, you know, when to send emails, what kind of emails to send, everything that I can teach, right, all of my knowledge, and how I revived it. And I took it from $2,000, $3,000 commissions a month to $10,000 without inboxing higher, right, just making
Right.
the list alive again. So I'm going to show that, and this goes perfectly with FireList. In my opinion,
Fantastic.
it's perfect.
This it's brilliant. It's if I may just, I mean, this it's obviously totally unscripted. You know, you and I know each other, so we don't have any briefing sessions before interviews about what's
Yeah.
going on. But this is perfect. And why is this perfect? Because FireList gets you in the game. Yeah, it gets you to be visible again. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it has the first few conversations with you. Yeah, but then thereafter, you have to appear in person. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you have to, you know, start this communication, start this you can get FireList to do that with your own style, which is where actually the bonus that you're talking about is perfect. Yeah, you can, because FireList comes with a lot of automation as well. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it has got a complete automation suite built into it, so you can say, you know, if this happens, do this, if this happens, do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can also customize the workflow such that you know, you'll interact with your users based on exactly, you know, what
Mm-hmm.
your tone is. Yeah, because
Yeah.
one thing that one should not ever believe is that, you know, um, your list knows how you write. Okay. So in the beginning, it's okay to have, to get things warmed up. It's okay to have AI write this, but at some point of time, it needs to be your voice again, right?
Yeah, and even if the AI writes with the voice, you need to know when to send. You need you maybe what you want to know what kind of offers to promote, what kind of free content is free content necessary, all those different questions that people may have in terms of making a lot of money from their list and being an authority to their list. Then I'm gonna show them, and FireList simply automates so many things. And really, on that technical part, I love that. I love the warming up. I really love that.
Yes.
The problem is, and Samir, we discussed this, there is no ability to demonstrate this live because the product is under maintenance with your developers, right? So
just right now, yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I mean, we just, this is always the case. We come up with new things all the time, and then we need to immediately implement them and all that. So it's going to be live soon, but there'll be some way of making a demo available or something like that. I'll provide it.
Yes, I'll send
for sure.
I'll send everyone a demo, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, click below on the description. You'll get to my bonus page. If you're watching on the bonus page, scroll below. You'll find the demo video with everything you needed, or you'll see it in action, right? We cannot demonstrate this right now simply because it's under maintenance, okay? And it's going live tomorrow with the big launch and everything. They have to make sure everything is ready for the launch, okay? And smooth. So I'm sorry about that, okay? So please scroll below if you want to see the demo. But Samir, is there anything else about what FireList does that we need to know, or we can move on to the pricing?
FireList does a lot of things. Okay, really, there's a huge amount of information there, and that has a lot to do with the whole topic of how you send out emails in the first place. Yeah, and there are there is obviously custom SMTP integration, which is actually the email service. Building that in. There's a lot about spam checkers for keywords that are built inside. So you're not using anything that will raise alarm bells anywhere. There's possibility to segment your list, so you can just based on what the response of which subscribers, you can automatically add tags to them. Automation does all that. So did this person open? That's a tag. Did they click? That's another tag. You can decide all these tags on your own. You can do A and B split testing, and I'm talking about the feature set throughout the product suite, which is obviously divided up into offers. We can talk about the pricing in just a minute. There's automated workflows, automated campaigns, automated warm-up replies. That's there. There are inbox clusters that you can build. These are now, if you are an entrepreneur who sells products, software products, we also have a reseller package out there. So you can do that, or manage workspaces inside of the tool. And obviously, what we have as well is given the fact that successful inboxing is an art and a science. Yeah, it's with your bonus, I think we're fantastically covering the art part. Yeah, which is sort of very individual, but the science part, obviously, we've also made a exclusive training for this, where we explain everything: what an SMTP server is, what an email autoresponder is, how domain verification works. So, the whole idea is that we provide not just the software to do it, that does the heavy lifting for you,
but also education.
But also, yes, exactly. Like you said, I'm a professor, right? And I'm a professor of business studies here in one of the biggest business schools. And this is really a matter of big passion for me. So it's not just about using the software, but also figuring out what exactly is going on, so you can optimize things based on that. What SPF is, what DKIM, DMARC, all these kinds of things. These might sound dangerous terms, yeah, but it is as dangerous as Google. The word Google might have sounded in the early 90s. Yeah.
Okay.
So and all kinds of things. Yeah. So you know, so we have that as well. So actually it is a power packed, automation packed, intelligent software that helps you and your account, your domain and IP build up credibility. So there's a domain health checker, there's an IP health checker in there, depending on what level you buy into. I don't want your this interview to go on for too long, so I'll just stop here.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But it's jam packed, you know. And you know when we release products, we don't release products meant where we don't release many products in a year, but when we release one, it's like, you know, it's
I know. That's why I like you guys. I know the quality behind behind the softwares. I know it for sure. I did want to ask, and that is the toughest question. What are people who don't have a list going to do with this?
So I think firstly, they're going to use an autoresponder and the training, your bonus training that you have, to build it up. The second thing is, if you know, one thinks, oh, I don't even have a list, this is not for me. Yeah. Well, let me tell you this. All of us, and Tom, you know this as well. Yeah. We have big subscriber lists. There was a day we didn't have a list either. Yeah. And then we got a few people on the list. Yeah. They said, oh, I got 2 or 3 subscribers. Yes, I'm rock star, superstar. Yeah. Then I got 10, 15. Then all of a sudden 100, then 1,000. Yeah, tens of thousands. And this happens really, really fast. Yeah. And you know, there is, once you get into a momentum, this is massively fast. So which is why the ones who don't have a list, firstly, the idea is to know you want to have a list. Okay. The moment you have a list, you want to build it up the right way.
Perfect. Okay.
So if you build it up the right way, one of the ways of doing it is to use a tool, not just a good autoresponder and a good SMTP sending service, but also build it up the right way using a tool like FireList, which helps you grow in a healthy fashion. If we look back at times, you know, we at times things, do we really want to have the subscribers that we have on the list? At times, you know, that they're not responsive and all that, but it's in a way our fault as well, because they've turned unresponsive because we didn't take care of them over time, right? So when you get a list, it'll grow very fast, and you want it to grow healthy, which is why FireList is. And then it's, you know, it's going to be on launch pricing, which is you know, one time pretty much throughout the funnel. So
we'll get
I wouldn't want to lose that opportunity. Yeah,
we'll get there in about 2 minutes.
Sure.
I heard your answer. I asked you, and I wanted to know your answer, but I have my own answer, right? My own
Please
about this.
Yeah.
Yes. So first of all, FireList, in my opinion, is something that is necessary before building a list, simply because when you're starting the efforts of building a list, you already want to inbox. What's the point of building a list, not inboxing, right? You want to have FireList in your arsenal as soon as you start building. So this is the right thing. Now, the question is, okay, why people who don't have lists, they're probably either struggling to build them or they don't even understand the importance or where to get started. So that is a problem. But luckily, and I know you guys don't have that, maybe not on the front end, but I do provide that as another bonus. So I'm providing a big bonus package. One of them is what I talked about, the list revival code. And this one as well, where I'm showing them multiple ways to get a lot of subscribers for free. Ways that I used, ways that my friend Gorab used, and et cetera, et cetera. So a lot of good ways. So we're going to solve those problems of getting the subscribers. It's really easy. It's actually the easier part. FireList is going to take care of the delivery and get you a lot of opens, and as a result, a lot of sales. And of course, my list revival code will help you with monetizing and keeping the list alive in the interpersonal connection with them. You know?
Correct.
Yes.
Perfect.
So
wow.
I love this package, and it worked out really well. Okay, this whole combination of things really well, and I'm really happy. Okay, for FireList, and I'm going to be using it. Now, I wanted to ask you, what is the price of FireList when it goes live?
All right. Okay. So FireList comes in, you know, various levels. So the front end has 2 price points. There's the silver and the gold for $47 and $67 respectively. We also have an early bird coupon, for the first 4 hours, so you can get a discount of $10 and $20 respectively on silver and gold. So actually, you can get in the first 4 hours FireList Gold for the price of FireList, or the regular price of FireList Silver. $20 discount is.
And how much is that price?
It's $47 then. 67 discounted, less
47.
20 with $47. Yeah.
And guys, I'm talking to the audience now. What he said just now, $47. I'm telling you, this is not one of those launches on JVZoo that you see every day. I know their technology. I know how much they're serious about this. I know the quality. I know the people behind this. 47 one time. Is that correct?
Yes.
47 for all that value for the technology that they bring. I promise you it is worth it. Okay. And just generally speaking, I haven't even heard ever of a solution like this. So for me, it's worth even more than 47, right? Because I have nothing to compare to, but still 47 for their technology. I think it's an amazing price. That's my personal opinion.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Then there are levels thereafter, but we are also offering right at the front end something that's called the bundle. Okay. And the bundle is basically, is that okay if I talk about, do you want me to talk about the bundle first?
Talk about the bundle upsells, whatever you want.
Okay, fine. So after the front end, there are a lot of OTOs. Yeah. So there are a lot of one-time offers that are coming. But right at the front end, we are also packaging all of that, and we are providing the the higher levels of whatever comes in the OTOs 1 and 2 thereafter, and 4, and we are providing the light of the reseller, all packaged in a bundle. Okay. Now the regular price of the bundle is $497. So for $497, typically you could get the entire bundle. But, and here's the best part probably about the bundle, that we are providing a $200 coupon. Okay. So you can get the entire FireList package with all the higher level ones and reseller light for just $297. Okay. Everything.
That's fantastic.
Packaged into one. And if you get that, then you basically have everything. Yeah. But in any case, after the front end is the OTO, and that's premium, FireList Premium. Premium has a lot more features, 21 additional features to be precise. And these are pretty awesome features, which obviously the front end does not have for advanced stuff.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And yeah, so I just come to the features, and the price point for that is 67 and 97. So there's premium and premium plus. Yeah. So that's got those two price points. So just quickly about what premium is essentially. Yeah. So what happens is that when you decide to get FireList Premium, depending on what level with premium you want, you get in the front end, you get what's called a custom seed list. Okay. So one thing to know is that you have email service providers like Gmail, Outlook, and all that kind of stuff. So we give you a custom seed list for that. But there's also a custom business seed list. Yeah. And business seed lists are domains: tomyevsikov.com, mintware.io, samirjoshi.com, whatever. Right. So we give you a business seed list as well that comes with premium, and this brings you even more credibility. Yeah. So if your email address is interacting not just with email service providers, but also with business domains, obviously you're getting more credibility. And there are tons of AI features in the premium. For example, AI-driven email drafting, AI-driven email language checker. There's auto tagging, for example, 10 tags per mail. There's a IP warm-up process. And there's a domain warm-up process, and a domain health checker, IP health checker. Then there are, these insights of SPF, DMARC, and DKIM. I don't want to explain all that because it gets too much thereafter.
Yeah.
But there's AI-based keyword spam checker, smart diagnostics, and a lot of other tools. There's a auto email warm-up scheduler, so you can schedule everything just like you would do in an autoresponder conventionally. Yeah, but here you're doing it specifically with the purpose of interacting with the network to increase the credibility of your email. So it's a completely different paradigm, right? So then there's a domain age checker, and you can even manage teams of up to 10 people over here with FireList Premium. Okay, so that's, you asked about the features, and that has two different price points in it. There's 67 and 97. There will obviously be a coupon for that as well, and that'll be a $20 off. So that'll be the first 6 hours. Yeah, for the first 6 hours of the launch, it's $20 off on FireList Premium Plus. Yeah, so the $97 offer you can get for 77 bucks. Yeah, so you can get that. Okay. Then there is the OTO thereafter is OTO 2 is FireList Unlimited. Yeah. And just imagine all of these features that you have over there, for example, sends per month or contacts that you have.
No limits.
Which is basically no limits. Yeah. There is SMTP relays integration. Yeah. There's an intuitive drag and drop builder. Yeah. Now, all said and done, this is not about, like an autoresponder making emails and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to do that, you get in the unlimited, you can, you get the drag and drop builder. You can create your own beautiful emails, with using your bonus, the way your style is, to write emails. So you can make plain text HTML emails. You can broadcast archives on cloud. You can split test. You can track links. Yeah, you can do link tracking. How cool is that? Personalization of tags, creation of segments, there's A/B testing, like I was saying, and all the other automated workflows, campaigns, warm-up replies, features. That's all in OTO 2.
And how much is that price?
So the price point for that is 147. Yeah, 147 for OTO 2. And that gives you access to everything unlimited, then basically of whatever is there. But if I may just add here again, for the first 6 hours, a $50 coupon. Yeah. So the original price is 197, and it'll be then for 147. Yeah.
Okay.
So
and
with
at this point,
coupon,
even if you want, even at this point, if you want OTO 1, OTO 2, and front end, it's better to get the bundle into it.
So yeah, so we thought, let's this is obviously, we need to drive in revenue to keep the business running, but it should be, this should be a deal for audiences like yours, and so many entrepreneurs out there, who don't want to spend a lot of money spending, on software, but who want the functionality. And we've been there, Tom, right? I mean, we're still there. Who doesn't like a good deal, right?
I agree.
So, we said, let's just, provide people a bundle for $297. They can get everything, right? They can even get the $497 training that comes later, right? They just, so we just.
It's an amazing deal. I know.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I recommend it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So then the OTO 3 is the reseller package. Yeah. Let's say, like I was mentioning earlier, you're an online entrepreneur, you're a software business, software provider as well. So you can buy a reseller pack. Yeah. And then you can create accounts of FireList and sell them to your customers, and decide what kind of pricing you want to use. You can use a one-time price, or you can use a recurring price, but you keep everything right off that. We don't set any limits. There are 3 levels to that. There's a $50 account, a 100 account, and a 300 account package priced at 147, 197, and 247 respectively. Yeah. And if you get the bundle, you get the 50 account package included in that. So that's a pretty cool deal, I think, right? Because that alone would be $147 regular price. Yeah. So that's and there is obviously also on the 300 accounts pack, which is regularly for $247, there's a $50 off. $50, and that'll be there for early bird
users. Is this included in the bundle?
No, this one's not. Yeah, that with the 500, the massive reseller one is not, but the 50 one is.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
and can people who bought the bundle upgrade?
Upgrade, yes, they can upgrade. They just send us an email, and we'll upgrade them, and no problem at all. They just have to buy into a different level, and we'll take care of that. That's no problem at all. And once your 300 accounts run out, and if you want to buy more, reach out to us again, and we certainly find a way. This becomes only challenging, because we sell reseller accounts after the launch, not during the launch, because otherwise it kind of confuses our launch. But we have resellers coming to us saying, "Can I have a few more accounts?" So yeah, fine. Because businesses run off selling softwares of other businesses, and that's perfectly fine. We understand that. Yeah. So that's why we made it possible.
And that's the last one, or is there any more?
So there's one more. And like I said, the last one is the VIP training. Now, this is something that I absolutely recommend. Yeah, this is exclusive email marketing training. Now, this is not regular email marketing training. Yeah, where you say there's an autoresponder, open your email, write this. No, this is how do you inbox kind of training. Yeah. Okay. So this would go perfectly, with what you have in mind as a bonus, right? So this, kind of shows you, technically what's going on and the technology of how you can use it to your advantage. Yeah. Without becoming or needing to become a techie, or you don't need to even understand all these or, implement all these things. You just need to understand it. That's it. That's what this training is about. All the way from what's
the purpose of understanding it if the software does it automatically?
So here's the thing. At some point of time, yeah, you will get ahead of the software, and that's what your goal should be. Yeah. So at some point of time, you're going to be running faster than so. It's like gears in a car, right? Yeah, the first gear is always where the transmission is locked in a 1-to-1 ratio. Yeah. And then at some point of time, when you're in gear 2, the engine is running, the wheels are running faster. When you're gear 4, 5, 6, whatever, or automatic, then the engine is not running that fast, but the wheels are running faster. Yeah, this is a natural progression, and that is exactly what happens. So if you know what is going on, your growth is going to be exponential. Yeah. If you don't know this stuff, yeah, you will be limited, quote unquote, by whatever intelligence we've packed into the software, which is a lot. Yeah. So you could just call it a gearbox here. This is we all drive automatic cars. I know that. And this was an analogy from mechanical engineering from back in the day. But always know that if your car is driving at whatever, 60, 70 miles per hour, and the wheels are spinning at a certain rotation, your engine is not rotating that fast. It's rotating, a bit slower than that. But your car is traveling faster, and that's because it's in a higher gear. And this is exactly what happens with email marketing, email marketers as well. Yeah. So and it is this progression that you want to basically know of. So this is actually an investment in your own future. If you get this, whoever is listening to this, and you invest in your future, and get this training, you get to know exactly how, not just how to use. It's not a product tutorial, so it's we have a very good tutorial section as well, where everything about FireList is explained. But this is like this is really how to take email marketing and inboxing to the next level. with this ninja sword called FireList that you have in your hand, right? That's what this is.
It's a great answer. So what's the price of this?
So this is $497 actually.
Okay, and this is included in the bundle.
I'm sorry, this is $297. The 240. Sorry, $497 was the entire bundle. So the email marketing training is going to be $247.
And if they get in the bundle for $297, they get everything, including resellers for 50 licenses.
For 50 packs.
Okay, so obviously the bundle is perfect for anyone who wants to get the entire funnel. Definitely, I agree, and I've been doing bundles myself recently. People are, we're responding to the market, right? It's not something we came up with and we just said, okay, we're going to force the bundle on them. People just say, I want all the upsells for a discounted price, and we're okay. We'll see if we can allow it, and you can allow it. So that's perfect. I would recommend anyone to get the bundle directly. Now, is the link to the bundle going to be on the main sales page?
Yes, it is.
Perfect.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So when you land on the first on the sales page, you'll see three. You'll see silver, gold, and the bundle. And given the fact the way the page and the features are designed, we always write the features of each of the levels. So you'll find that the bundle has pretty much a very, very long list because it has the features of everything, right? It has the features of OTO 1 and also of OTO 2. And obviously the reseller pack as well. So that's by far the coolest deal. It doesn't, from a money perspective, we could make a lot more money by not providing the bundle. But at the end of the day, this is about helping entrepreneurs, right? And while also making enough to keep the business running. That's what this whole deal is about, right? So that's why I think bundle is a great idea. I agree,
and I recommend it. Great pricing. It doesn't really matter the reason of why you're doing this. You have a great discount. People should just get it and say, I don't ask questions. We have a saying here we have a saying here in Israel. If you get something for free, don't ask questions. Just take it.
Okay, this one's not going to be for free, by the way. Everything.
I know. But I know what you mean. Getting a huge discount.
Yeah, if you're getting a huge discount on top of a discount, then go for it.
Awesome.
Why wouldn't you take it?
So I think we covered everything, and you've explained everything perfectly, and you're very articulate, very clear, and obviously you're very intelligent. And it was really a great conversation. I wanted to ask if you have any final words, anything you want to say before we go off air.
Right, two things I want to quickly say. We've pretty much said it over and over again. That such offers don't come by all the time, right? I don't know if you know AppsKit Pro. We released AppsKit Pro in 2019. That was about $500,000 in sales, and since then I've had so many questions coming. Could you please release it again, because we want the one-time price and all that kind of stuff. We said no, we're not going to do that. Maybe a next version might come out that might have a one-time pricing, but this one is $200 a month, $297 a month. That software. So once the launch pricing is over, the window of opportunity is gone. Okay, and we have to do it because ultimately we have to pay business bills at the end of the day, right? So which is why use this opportunity. Use this opportunity and jump on board. That's the first thing I want to say. And I believe we've done, and Tom, you've confirmed that done as good a job as possible of extending our best possible deal.
I agree.
Possible. So that's one thing. The second thing, Tom, and that's probably the last thing I want to say, is I have a word of personal appreciation for you.
Thank you very much.
You didn't expect this coming, because I pick on you all the time, make fun of you and all that kind of stuff when we are in person. But the reality is I have gotten to know in many of these conversations that we have had now, and where we've met so many times, Portugal, Barcelona, I don't know where all we've met.
Dublin, probably.
Sorry?
Dublin, maybe.
Dublin, there you go. Exactly. Dublin. Yeah. So is that the one thing that I took out of all these conversations that I had with you is that you really, really, really care for your subscribers. Yeah. You really care for them. Yeah. And you're always putting them in, how would it be good for them? Yeah.
Yeah.
And there were some conversations that you were having with others where, I was just listening because, you talk in a group and all that. And just like you did to me, you would always constantly challenge those people on how whatever they are providing would be of benefit to your subscribers. Yeah. And putting their, I don't want to say problems or their challenges or what they need as solutions.
Objections.
Objections. That's sure. We all have objections, skepticism, whatever. Yeah. But their interests, this is what I want to say. Their interests in the center stage, and I really, really want to, absolutely sincerely express my appreciation for being so straightforward as far as your. And I, by the way, I don't need to say this. I don't need to blow powdered sugar up anybody's. You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure that I said that. That's it, man.
Thank you very much for that. No, I'm not letting you go before I respond to that.
No. That's it. What I wanted to say. I'm sorry. That's what I meant.
No,
yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
I'm at your service.
Thank you, and you are correct. I put people's needs first. The way I do it, the way you see the conversation and everything, is I put myself, at least when I'm working, I'm putting myself, I'm changing my perspective to what I think would be their perspective. And I think I know them pretty well. And this seems to be working. So I think, and I'm trying to adjust my perspective to their perspective. So when Samir talks about something, I'm thinking, okay, what will they think about that? What will they ask? And that's what I'm trying to go. So I'm trying to give, like you said, give them what they need. I don't know how to say that. Provide their needs, right? I think about them first. And thank you very much for recognizing that and appreciate it.
Yeah. I like to observe. I've observed a few things about you, which I've shared in person, and it's good stuff. Good stuff, man.
You're amazing as well, and you know that.
Appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure to have you on an interview. It's always a pleasure to have you with my audience. It's not the first time, and you are good luck on the launch. I hope it's going to be a huge seller because it deserves that. And for anyone watching this still, get the bundle deal, in my opinion. My bonuses will apply to whatever deal you decide to get. Okay. That's it. That's it, Samir. Please stay after I finish the recording for a few words. And thank you so much, everyone, for attending and watching this. And bye-bye, everyone. Bye, Samir.
Thanks also from my side. Bye, man.